In the summer of 2010, the forward operating base in Afghanistan where I was deployed as a medic was nearly overrun. Coalition forces had been forced to retreat from the FOBs north and west of us, leaving us, FOB Kalagoosh, as the northernmost American FOB during the surge. As we watched American troops leave Iraq on the TV in our MWR, the same forces fighting them moved over to Afghanistan to fight us and declared a personal jihad on our forward operating base. We were in combat for over 40 of 130 days during that summer. At some points, it seemed like the fighting never ended. It just went from one battle to another. Until at one point, they came for us en masse, amounting somewhere between 300 and 400 insurgents in the mountains around our base. They attacked us all night until we nearly ran out of ammo. The military was forced to drop 4 JDAMs in a ring around our position to keep us from being overrun. One of them, a 2,000-pound bomb, was dropped danger close and took out all of the windows in our base. No one cared what we were doing because most of the fighting that people cared about was in Helmand and Kandahar, down in the south. In fact, our own commander of the battalion let it slip that our forward operating position was only there to keep Metherlum, which was to the south of us, safe from attack so they could build up their airfield. We were a blocking position that only came up on Big Army's radar when we were all about to die. This book, The American War in Afghanistan, which is touted as the definitive book about the war in Afghanistan, doesn't even mention that part of the war. And I thought we were pretty lucky because people got hurt, but not a lot of people died. And then we got home and found out that a lot of people did in fact die while we were in Afghanistan. It just took a while to catch up. And I started to field phone call after phone call, talking my friends off the ledge or finding out that we were too late to do that. And I didn't know what to do with myself, so I went back to work on an ambulance, exacerbating my PTSD, working as a paramedic, until my partner was killed by a drunk driver. And I got to find out that the war wasn't going to be the only place where I lost people. Because after I was forced to medically retire, my other permanent partner died of kidney disease. Now I tell jokes, because what are you supposed to do after all of that? I am writing a book, sort of a satire memoir about the whole thing, about being a paramedic and being a medic in Afghanistan at that forgotten base, Kalagoosh. I do need a publisher, if you're an agent or a publisher. I do not want to do self-publishing again. I already have a science fiction book series that I went through channels on Amazon to do. But I would like this one to be published for real. I think it should be. I had an agent I was talking to. Apparently she's gone temporarily blind. So I might need a new one. I'm hoping if I can drum up enough interest on this platform I've built telling these stories that would go into the book, that I can drum up a bidding war somewhere. That way I can retain some sort of creative control so that my own story isn't stolen from me at the end of this horrific tale that I've weaved. I would like to be involved with it, regardless of what it becomes, like audiobooks or whatever. I would like to be the one who reads it. That's what I'm up to. That's my Veterans Day. Trying to tell my story. Trying to tell the story of all the people who fought like hell at FOB Kalagoosh and then everybody forgot about. Or the entirety of the 1st of the 102nd Infantry that held onto RC East while all of the forces were devoted to fighting down in Helmand. So make it happen, the internet! I've done the therapy so I can talk about this without losing my mind. It's time for stuff to happen. Chop chop! Manifest or whatever.